guys, I hope you're good. It's my first campervan trip of the year. I'm so happy to be back out. I'm at a little site near Lowestoft in Norfolk, or Suffolk, I'm not sure. It was driving along, welcome to Norfolk, welcome to Suffolk, welcome to Norfolk, welcome to Suffolk. So I think I'm in Norfolk, but somewhere near the border of Norfolk and Suffolk. I've just finished my run of 7 night shifts and I've got a few weeks off work now. So the first thing that I had to do was get back out in the van. So far the site seems really nice, it's quiet. There's one other camper van here and no one else. They've got space for only 4 camper vans. It's mainly a tent place, but I'll show you around in a minute. I'd planned to come up last night and do some wild camping and catch a sunrise because Lowestoft is the most eastern point of Britain, but that didn't work out. The weather was really bad. But plan is just chill out for the evening, listen to a book, get a campfire going.
After a quick break to refuel, I headed off to explore the campsite. Originally grazing land, it was surrounded by fields. They limit the number of tents to 12, so everyone has privacy and a decent pitch size. No cars are allowed at the tent pitches. They have to stay up the top of the field beside the small campervan area. As well as the camping, there are a few glamping pods as well. This is the smallest one, and it is so cute. Each glamping and camping pitch has their own fire pit, recycled from washing machine drums. This blue building is the biggest glamping unit, and this one had a couple of little bunk beds in. It was very cute. But I have just spotted the star of the show. This boat will eventually become another option for glamping in the site. But, as is so often the case with boats, it's turned into a bit of a love-hate relationship with the owner, so the refurb's been put on hold for now. I'll show you in a minute what he's working on now instead. At the back of the site is a lovely wooded area with a stream running through it. There's also a lake on the site, and behind the lake, construction is underway on a tiny house. Once that's finished, the owner can start working on the boat again. Facilities are basic but sufficient, and deliberately so, to keep in with the feeling of being off-grid and self-sufficient. There's a block of composting toilets, which are very clean and comfortable. Now that's what I call a poo with a view. There were also a couple of showers, and the best bit was this little dry area to hang your clothes, and they even had a duckboard. That's the first time I've seen that at a campsite. Great attention to detail. There was a little library too, but it was closed, and then this area where you could borrow fire pits and barbecues and buy firewood. After my exploration, I headed back to the van and listened to an audiobook for a couple of hours. That's what I love about getting away in the van. No distractions, no rushing around. It's just a chance to lie back and relax.
Okay, let me show you some of the things that I have bought for the van. First off is this little lighter. It's so cool. It's a USB lighter. turn it on, and like there's no flame, but there's a little zzz in there, and yeah, it's really, really good. And in these containers I've got loads of little like sachets of food. So we've got some packets of porridge, some salt and vinegar. In here we've got like sugar and milk and cocoa, biscuits in here, like little individually wrapped packets of biscuits, so they'll stay fresh for a bit longer and hopefully stop me opening a packet of biscuits and eating the whole thing. And in here we've got loads of breakfast condiments, so like love it or hate it, we've got some Marmite, got jams and marmalades. This little cup, one of my viewers sent this to me. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. But I think the coolest thing that I've got is this. It's a little logbook where I can fill it in with details of all of my trips, places to visit, and then when you go on a trip it's got like the location, the date, the weather, who I went with, little things like that, and you can put little mementos on that side. That's really cool. I'll have to fill that in for this trip.
Before long it was time to get the fire going. See how cool the little USB lighter is? I fired up the barbecue too, cremated my dinner, and then sat back and enjoyed the evening. Once the fire had died, I retreated to the van. I did some work on my diploma, because that's the real reason I booked the time off work, not to go gallivanting across the country. But if you can combine both, then why not? After the work, I settled down to a film before bed. I slept for over 10 hours and had a leisurely breakfast. The campsite allows you a full 23 hours at your pitch, which isn't that common. It's great because there's no time pressure in the morning. But once it started raining, I took that as my cue to get packed and head off. A quick stop off at the seafront at Lowestoft was the order of business before heading home. We used to come here a lot when I was a kid, so it was good to be back. It was a Tuesday morning and the weather was crap, so it was deserted as I walked along the South Pier. I had a little nosy at the marina, deciding which of the boats I'd like to live on. I had a lovely little break, but I would soon have to get back to the real world. But one more walk along the seafront first. And one final thing to do before I leave you. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you all again very soon.